Brothers and sisters, what is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We are hoping and believing and trusting that you are all well. We just want to start by appreciating all your support in the comment section, liking our videos. Some of you are even sharing. And we've seen a lot of you financially supporting us on our Buy Us a Coffee or Buy Me a Coffee link, which is always in our description box down below. Thank you so much for your continued support. We appreciate and we see all of you. So we are coming back with news from South Korea. Africa has always been vulnerable. I can call it vulnerable to the West, to all of these other countries. Most of them just want a piece of Africa. We have seen the division of Africa since the colonial, years, and right now it's still ongoing. Everybody just wants a piece. It might not be something that is like the Berlin Conference, whatever they did during the Berlin Conference, but right now we see everybody calling Africa to come to their countries. We are being set down like small children and being given, grants, handouts, aid, and our presidents are excited when they come back with all of these loans. For them, it's a big thing. It's big achievement. I went and I came back with, such and such billions of money. And for them, it's good. Recently, we've seen our presidents being called to South Korea for the South Korea Africa Summit. And is it this last year? I think late last year, we had seen our presidents going to Italy. Most of them attended the Italy Africa Summit. Russia Africa Summit.
We have seen a lot of them.
Wow.
US Africa Summit, Russia Africa Summit, Italy Africa Summit, China Africa Summit.
And they always run
Some countries like Italy don't have even anything.
You wonder what is there to,
But they just want to put you in some debt trap.
Yeah, when you are going to these things, you also need to evaluate what is there for me to gain. Or is it just these people gaining from me? So our leaders are always failing us when it comes to this, because in some of these countries, you don't even see what is there to benefit, from. So I want to give some details on the recent South Korea Africa Summit and how South Korea is looking to also get a piece of Africa. They've seen their brothers, China, Asia.
Even I think Saudi Arabia Africa Summit.
Yes, we have recently. Imagine that. Hey,
Iran Africa Summit.
imagine. So this is why South Korea wants a piece of Africa. So Korea's Deputy Minister for Political Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Chung Bung-yeon, told a group of journalists that his country was best placed to work with Africa because of shared history of poverty. Among the countries who already held summits with Africa, not a single country has such history that Korea and Africa share. Korea overcame these obstacles and achieved remarkable growth, not solely by itself, but with the support of international community, Mr. Chung said from Seoul ahead of the summit. But this is not an emotional attachment. South Korea is rushing to tap into Africa's vast mineral resources, which could power the country's transition to greener technology. It is also rushing to cement trade ties with Africa. Mr. Chung spoke in general terms, saying that his country wanted to strengthen economic cooperation with Africa for development and growth. The Republic of Korea, ROC's expertise in development, coupled with its unwavering commitment to aid and advanced technologies, positions it to catalyze Africa's economic growth and sustainable development. Meanwhile, Africa's burgeoning market and ambitious development agendas offer avenues for the ROC's own growth and supply chain diversification, Chung said. Then he turned to Ghana and Zambia specifically to discuss the mineral potential there. Since Korea is a leader in electric vehicle production and possesses high competitiveness in advanced industrial sectors such as secondary batteries, the potential for cooperation with Zambia, which is rich in key minerals like copper, is tremendous. The summit, he said, was the best opportunity for Korea to accompany Africa's proactive development path based on its own experience and expertise.
Thank you, Mr. Chung. Is it Mr. Chung? He said two things, very important things in which our leaders don't think about. Number one, they want to tap into African vast mineral resources. They want to benefit. Then, so they come and get the minerals, go home, make what they are doing. And the second thing he said, Africa is a very big market. Because we cannot make our own things, we'll keep on buying, taking loans and all that. It's crazy. That is what everybody is here for. Number one, tapping. They take the minerals, go add value. They take it at very cheap prices. Mega very little money that
costs.
doesn't even help Africa. They take it to their countries, develop the electric cars like you say,
Come sell them to you.
come back, sell them to you, and you buy. Actually, you see our African leaders rocking these very expensive clothes, driving these expensive cars. Congo is
The
war
same,
over, you see. But our people don't think like, hey, can't we recollect our people? Because you find we have young people studying in those countries who know how to do it. Bring them home. Tell them, yo, we want to start making electric vehicles from our minerals. Let us mine, process, manufacture, then we sell to the rest of Africa. You see? But do they think about that? Even food we'll be getting from them like we always do. Because, like Traore said, we need to think. Our leaders need to think, not all the time that we are going to Korea. And by the way, did you see them in Korea?
The AES never went.
The only place they went was
Oh,
Russia.
those ones don't do nonsense.
Because in Russia, you know,
Win-win.
they were getting this win-win and they needed what they needed, weapons and training so that they can fight terrorists.
Exactly.
But everybody else is there. Yo, the president of the famous country of East Africa, the president of Zambia, Ghana.
South Korea was wherever Africa is right now.
But the South Korea is like Japan. Development can be attributed very much to US. If we are talking about North Korea, it's something else.
The very disappointing thing is that these guys know their targets, they know what they want, and our presidents go there with just blank minds, no strategies, no what. Probably even their PAs are the ones who organize these things and agree to some of these meetings, because when you look at some of these agreements that they sign, you wonder, is this somebody who was prepared for such a meeting? Did he even know what he's going to discuss there? Or they just went with the mind that we have been called, let us go and listen to what they are saying. So when they are given these loans, some of them are shocked, like, wow, I've been given 50 billion, I don't know, dollars. They are so excited and they don't even think about the repercussions that will come with these billions of loans that they are taking from some of these countries. So you find that agreements are signed, things are being sold, our minerals are gone just like that. Africa has been for the longest time been a bank for all of these minerals. We are just keeping our minerals waiting for somebody to come and withdraw, and it's like an exchange of loans and our minerals, but we are just keeping them there for years and years for people to come and extract. Nothing value addition from our minerals, not even programs to say we will send our students. In Burkina Faso, they sent their students to China for them to go and learn. Is it Huawei? Some exchange to come to go and learn about cell phones and all of these technologies. But for our presidents, they don't consider like, okay, we have copper. What are you guys doing with this copper? You're doing your, I don't know, batteries and what. Let us take 150 of our students from the University of Zambia to go and learn these technologies. Come and implement here so that you guys can buy batteries from us. Why should we give you our copper as copper?
Malawi and Kenya sent their young people to work in Israel farms. You find that you are an electrical engineer working in farms in Israel. But the biggest problem in Africa, when you hear South Korea Africa Summit, it belongs to South Korea,
Yes.
not to Africa.
Not Africa.
So it's like if I invite you to my home
I
for
made
a
the
party,
rules.
it's my party, not your
course.
party. So you have to listen to what I want.
Oh.
So when you come, that's why you never saw these guys going. It's because
Yes.
they know these people want our mineral resources. Okay? And we don't want to give them our mineral resources. We want to use our mineral resources. And that's why you are seeing Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger making or constructing, processing, gold processing plants, because of that, because they want to do it.
Value addition.
We want to extract the end and sell something which is fully. We don't want to give you copper so that you can make vehicles to sell to us. We want to make the vehicles. So it's crazy but the problem in Africa is democracy. And hate me or like me for saying that, but democracy is shit. As long as we have democracy in Africa, it will never work. Because what we get are not leaders, they are politicians. They will be running out there to make per diems. That's all. Make per diem, come home, you're good. That's all they want.
What I didn't like about this is the emotional. For me, I call it emotional blackmail. Like this guy saying we have this, a long history of poverty. Where are you right now? Look at where Africa is. Now you are coming to tell me about
You're
poverty.
coming to tell us about poverty because you want to extract. Oh, come on. Because you want
We
to.
will remain.
And
We will remain in
the
poverty.
problem with the leaders who sign,
Mm.
they are clueless. So they will just sign. You said you might give us, like most African countries get 10%
Ghana gets 10%
for
in
your gold.
gold. Imagine.
Just 10%. Seriously, it's your gold. You're supposed to get like 70%.
For everything.
The best we have seen is Mali getting 35%.
Imagine.
It's crazy, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We need to have a Burkina Faso Africa Summit or an South African Africa Summit.
Why can't
Something
we?
like our
Yeah.
very own, in
Mhm.
which, when it's South Africa Summit, still Africa Summit.
Exactly. Why can't we have something like that where Burkina Faso calls the rest of the countries? You know what, guys? I have this to offer. How can we utilize it as a
The
continent?
crazy thing is, even when you have the entrepreneur summit
Mm.
in Kigali, Rwanda, just like 2 weeks ago,
The CEO.
you find that the people who are invited are the colonizers. Like, we can do it. It's like we don't have entrepreneurs who are big, just like Dangote,
Mm.
So it's crazy, but we need to believe in ourselves. That's what we are doing, guys. We are trying to wake a lot of people up so that we can go back and do those things for ourselves. We don't need loans for our minerals.
No.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what you think about this South Korea Africa Summit. Something to go home and celebrate about, really. For us now, we are just disappointed in everything that people are doing in Africa, especially these foreign countries. Extraction, nothing to go home with for Africans. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like the video, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. Thank you so much once again for your support on the Buy Me a Coffee. We have seen a lot of you doing that. We appreciate you. See you in the next one.
Bye bye.